Welcome to day 14, and let's get this little rabbit all tucked up in his bed. So we're going to make him a blanket and choose any colour you fancy. I've chosen blue, but you choose your favourite colour. Now I haven't suggested a template size to cut out from card for this because I think this has got to be done by eye because it's going to depend how your own model has turned out. So measure out a bit that looks about the right size for a blanket and just start felting that down onto your mat, lifting it every so often, and we're just going to start matting down that first layer. I'm going to pop another layer on top. Now we're only going to put 2 layers on this because we want to keep it quite soft and be able to sort of sculpt it around the rabbit's body. You'll see in a little while. So only 2 layers on this, and you don't need to felt it too hard. So we're going to tuck the sides in just to finish off the edges. Again, keep going back to putting it on top of your model that you've made on the bed just to check your sizes as you go along. So I'm just going to fold in each edge just to make it nice and neat. And as you can see, it's quite thin. So I'm just going to check the size one more time to see that it fits before I finish it off. And you do want it a little bit longer than you'd imagine because we want to be able to sort of add some rolls and folds in the blanket. That looks about right to me. So I'm just going to finish felting it a little bit more. Now I can feel as I'm doing it, it's quite thin in places and perhaps a bit too thin. You can feel it with your fingers where there's a bit of a gap. I've got one up here in the top corner and you can see there it's quite thin. You can hold it up to the light as well. That's a good way of seeing where you've got some real patchy bits. So I'm just going to put a little bit of wool over the top just to strengthen that corner because I didn't quite put enough wool there. So there you go, this is ready to go on. You can see it's still quite soft and flexible because we want to do a bit of moulding around the body. So I'm going to put one end down the bottom of the bed, the top end, tuck it right round him so he looks really cosy. And then I'm going to start arranging the blanket so it looks nice and natural, as if it's kind of folding down as it goes down the bed. A bit of a ripple. So we'll start tacking it down, just in a few places, just to make sure it doesn't move. And not felting it down too flat. We want it to look like it's nice and soft on top, so we don't want to flatten it down on top of the bed. So now I'm going to turn it around and just do the other side. So I'm just gently poking it down in a few places. Like I said, I don't want to flatten it down too much. Just fixing it. So it just looks like it's just dropping off at the sides. Now I want to actually really make it sort of snug around his back here. You can see I'm going along the back of the rabbit's body that we made. This bit here. And that gives a nice impression of the body sitting under the blanket. Right, that looks pretty good. Now, as you've been working on it, you've probably knocked these 2 sides out a little bit. And we didn't felt them that firmly. So we're just going to go a bit over it again and just start getting everything back into shape because this bed is now finished. So you can go around and just tidy up here and there. Just squish it back into shape. Firm any bits that look like they need to be a bit stronger, but there you go. That's your first model complete. Our little sleepy bunny, all tucked up in his wooden bed. Well done, brilliant. Okay, so tomorrow we're going to start on a completely different model. So I shall see you in the morning.